question on my mind. There's a question on everybody's mind. Did Joel do the right thing? Did he make the right decision?
And blown everybody's brains out?
Oh
Absolutely
man,
not.
Joel Wick.
John Wick just out there, guns blazing.
Yo,
Yeah,
that was
man,
crazy.
Joel's ruthless, man.
That was crazy.
I think if you believe in the greater good, obviously Joel made the wrong decision, right? Without spoiling what happens in season 2, right? But just in that moment, for him to take the lives of multiple people because of how he felt about Ellie, right? At the expense of finding a potential cure, I do think that he made the wrong decision, right? From a greater good perspective. Now, as a human being, I can see why someone will be so conflicted in retrieving their daughter, right? I'm just going to call Ellie because that's like a daughter to him, right? Where, your daughter is about to undergo surgery that will cost her life, right? And there may not even be a cure, right? Because technically, and I'm throwing numbers out there, but from what I can recall, it was probably like a low percentage of them finding a cure, even after, experimenting on her brain and just extracting what they needed to extract at the expense of her life. I think it was probably like 5%, 15%, right? Which is very low. And they've done this procedure on others as well. So there was no guarantee that, they was going to find a cure. So you got to factor a lot of that in. And I felt like the show should have really kind of bottled down on that, right? Like just to really make the viewers understand that moral dilemma.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where I'm at. But if I had to answer your question directly, I think Joel was wrong.
Okay.
How about you?
Man, I'm riding with Joe, man. I don't trust them fireflies, man. They're liars. They're deceitful. I don't rock with them, man. Nah, but on a serious note, one thing I find weird about them is they have so much resources, so much people, so many things at their disposal. And I guess obviously maybe they don't want to risk their own people, but they have so much. Like, why did Joel have to do this mission? Obviously, it's for the purpose of the show, the purpose of the game. But I'm just saying, an organization with so much resources, you just send this guy on the mission. That's kind of, it's kind of like, all right, you know what? We don't really believe in this. Likely you're gonna get clipped, but it's not gonna be one of us. So that's kind of a little bit suspicious to me. But I also think they weren't upfront, which a lot of organizations aren't upfront with what's really happening. And a big tip off to that to me was the episode with Henry and Sam. Sam's the little brother?
Sam is the little brother.
Obviously he finds himself in a tough position. And just the method in which Ellie tried to save him, that proves to us they knew nothing about the Fireflies plan. You know what I'm saying? Because what she tried to do to save him leads me to believe she thought they were going to extract her blood for a cure.
Yeah.
In that way.
Yeah.
So, in that last episode when Joel says, wait a minute, cordyceps grow in the brain. Like, nah. Y'all fooled me, man. If y'all would have kept it 100 with me, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But y'all fooled me. And for that instance is why I'm rocking with Joe. He doesn't trust society because society has proven themselves to be untrustworthy. And then
that's a good point.
Look at the world, even though there was a crazy outbreak, but just look how society has unfolded. Fool me once.
Shame on you.
But fool me again.
Can't get fooled again.
And I'm gonna go get this rifle and I'm gonna go pull a Joe. But I'm riding with Joe, man. That episode was crazy. He went insane in that hospital. At the end, even Marlene begging for mercy. No, you clip too. Like my man Soldier Boy said. Shot his again.
Bow. He screaming and shit.
That's so hilarious. He really did go guns blazing. And those are really good points. That's why I can understand why he did it. But then again, it just comes down to like, yo, you really gonna smoke innocent civilians doctors, like you really gonna just because you felt as though yes, the Fireflies deceived you, but they clearly deceived you for the right reasons because look what you just done. Look what you were capable of. They knew you were dangerous.
Mass
So
murder.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but I do understand both sides. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You can argue both sides. It just depends on how your outlook is on life. And I think in terms of context, one good point that you made was when you're talking about dystopian society that's overrun by the infected, and you can't really trust people, and you can't, you got to start really looking at the people you're looking to trust, right? They're saying they're trying to develop a cure, right? Even if they develop that cure, does that mean society automatically just turns to a utopia overnight?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially when you talk about these different groups of people who's formed their own societies, right? What does that mean for them? Right? You give them a cure, then what? You still got a bunch of infected that can rip people apart, right? And then on top of that, people may try to monopolize the cures, right? So you also gotta it's always that immovable object which we call human nature, right?
Yeah.
So so those are good points.
Yeah. So in the comments, tell us what you think. Do you think Joel was right? Would you have done what Joel did? And one thing I'm gonna say though, and I'm gonna probably end on this note. I don't know, of course, because I have not played the games like you, but I just feel like his actions are gonna come with repercussions.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, we gonna see. We're gonna see it, man. Don't want to spoil it. I think they're in the works of actually filming season 2.
Okay.
Right. Via HBO again. And I think that the actual video game creators are looking to do The Last of Us Part 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to go get me a P5.
You might have to, man. I've been telling you, come to the dark side,
Dark side.
So definitely like, comment, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you haven't yet, definitely I would recommend, copping the game, playing it. If you can't do that, if you only have an Xbox, if you have a Nintendo 64, if you have a Dreamcast, just go watch the show, on HBO and let us know your thoughts. So
yeah, 2 cents short of $1. We'll be back again.